All right, take two. So, hey guys, it's been a long time. A lot happened over the last year. Kind of pulled me away from YouTube, and now with everything going on, I'm kind of stuck. So, anyways, this is the first video I'm doing as kind of an update, and I got something new in the mail today that I wanted to share with you guys. These aren't going to be full reviews on what I'm doing, and I didn't want to give it away until I actually get into it, so it's not even going to be in the title, other than just, yes, it is Goalzero stuff. And this has to do with the bigger power banks. So if you guys watch my videos, I did reviews on the, I can't remember what I think they're the Switch 10, Switch 20, and Switch 30. I still use all of those power banks, but not as much. And what's happened over the last year is kind of the why I haven't used those as much. So let me just get into it. I'm going to flip the camera around here. I will be back momentarily, and you guys can see what I've got going on. All right, guys, so these are my power banks. This one I've had for 2 years. This one I've had for a year, and this one just came in the mail today. Give me a second. I'm going to flip the camera back around, and then I will continue. Right. So, slight change of camera angle so I can explain this better to you guys. So, I guess it'll be kind of a review. So, in a way, this is my biggie. This is the Yeti 400 lithium that I've had for about 2 years now. I've really liked it. I pair it with a 100 watt solar panel. Charges perfect, charges same time that the wall charges it from. I haven't noticed the difference there. Downer is because of some health issues. I have not been able to get out camping or anything for the past couple years. Since I purchased that, that was the original reason for purchasing that. I hope to this summer, depending on how things go. We all know what's going on right now. Doesn't need a mention, but it is kind of the new reality we live in. I use this, the 400 watt one, I use every single day. It's plugged in next to my bed so that I don't lose power to my phone or to any of my other stuff I'm charging. I use a CPAP machine. For those of you who also maybe new or haven't followed my channel for as long or haven't seen all the videos, I use a ResMed S9, and plugging it into the DC power port on this guy right here, it works, but it drains it out almost entirely overnight, which is what I wanted to avoid. I tried hooking it into the 12 volt, and with my unit, the power keeps cutting out. And I think that's because of how the lithium battery, how that system setup works. So it's still my main one I use every day. I have it in case of emergency. It stays charged all the time, just in case we do lose power or something. But here in Southern California, North Orange County, it's outside of a car accident that took out a power pole a few years ago. It's not something that happens, at least not in a long while. But right now, if you guys can hear the rain, it's nice and stormy outside. And yeah, which is why this guy's not on, because I haven't had any solar on it for like 3 days, so it's dead. First time that it's actually run dead since I got it, and I've had it for like a year and a half, something like that. Maybe even 2 years now at this point. So the light that I do have in here is actually from my other BioLite little light thing, but it's just hooked up to this little battery, and that's it. And it's been going for about an hour or so. It'll probably go for another hour and a half at this point. Now, if I could get it to stay up there where I need it. There we go. Anyways, that's the big one. Drawback of that is just the weight. It's a beast. It's huge. I know that compared to the other ones out there, the much larger models that are out there, it's not. It's relatively small. Too much to carry with me all the time. Now on to the reason why I don't use the power banks, the Switch 10, Switch 20, and Switch 30 as much anymore, is because I did swap to this. This is the Goalzero 100 AC, or the Sherpa 100 AC, I'm sorry. I absolutely love this thing. It's got QI charging. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see if I can get it. Better lighting on it here. It's got the AC port. It's got regular USB ports, and over on this side it does have the what are those ports called? USB-C, which is fantastic. I upgraded my phone to an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and this has been fantastic. I can fully charge my phone from that quick charging in like an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, and I've got like 90+% charge. There is tons and tons of detail in this. So this is probably the most, it's probably hard to see, kind of wants to white out the screen. But this one has the most detail, I think, of any Goalzero product for how much information you can get from that display. The only thing I don't like is these, and it has nothing to do with the length. The iPhone cables, the lightning cables from Goalzero, they suck. There's no easy way around that. They suck. I've had 2 of them break. I'm not going to buy any more. I've swapped all of my cables over. That's one of the few that still works. I've swapped all my cables over to, what brand is that? OtterBox. I've had 0 issues with them. They are super durable, and ironically, they completely match the color scheme of Goalzero products with the black and silver. They are like almost identical color to the Yeti 400 lithium and to my 100 AC. So the only drawback I have with this one is obviously no 12-volt port anywhere on this. Now, onto the new one. So this little guy, he's been around for a long time. I just bought it over the weekend. It came today in the mail. This is the Goalzero Yeti 150. Pretty much the same power ports. You do the same thing on this one that you do on the other ones to turn them on. You just flip a button, turns on. All of these can charge from the, sorry for that loud click, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. All of them can charge from the same solar panel, sort of. I cannot use the 100, it's overpowered for the 150 and the 100. But I do have a 20-watt panel for those two, as well as 7-watt panels, and even for some oddball reason, I bought a 3.5-watt panel one time, just I think for some of my smaller stuff. I haven't had a lot of time to play with the 100 AC, or the 150 sorry, I haven't had a lot of time to play with the Yeti 150 yet. As like I said, just came today, I was in the middle of charging it, pulled it from the charge to do the video. It did come with this cable. This is the 6 to 8 millimeter cable. To be completely honest, most people will probably never use this cable if they buy the 150 at this point. It's an older cable. It's meant to work with Goalzero's older solar panels. I think my original 7-watt has this connection to it, but I'll never have it plugged into this. I'll never need to, except I might be able to chain it now. So with that cable, and then plug it in from my newer 7-watt panel, my version 2, which I think they're on to version 4 or something at this point. Anyways, the 150 is a lead acid battery. The 400 is a lithium. And it's one of the things I wanted to see, because I heard people taking the 150 out camping and using it with CPAP machines with the 12-volt adapter, which I have. So I'm going to check this guy tonight, and I'll give you guys an update in a few days about that and see how it does. So I'm going to try to run my CPAP strictly from that tonight, see where it's at tomorrow, from a full charge down to wherever it is, if it stops through the night or whatever. And hopefully tomorrow evening I'll have another video go up. But the reason I started going with Goalzero products in the first place was, like many people, I happen to be at a Costco. They happen to be doing a road show there. thought, oh man, these are cool products, So I bought a little solar panel with I think it was the Switch 8 battery bank. I think I had a 4S at the time, so it was perfect. Could charge that Switch 8 from the solar panel, charge my phone from the battery, charge my phone from the solar panel, whatever. I still have that solar panel. I still use that solar panel when we can actually go outside. What else? I've ended up with 2 of the Switch 8s. I have a Switch 10. My wife has a Switch 10. And Switch 10. Yeah. And then the Flip series came out. I have 3 Flip 10s, a Flip 20, and a Flip 30. I do have a lot of Goalzero products. I have not gotten into their lights, which I do want to get a set of their lights just to test them out and see. I just found, bang for the buck, BioLite had more of what I wanted for lights, as their lights have their own power. They have their own batteries, and their string lights run directly from those lights, not from the power bank. So I'm not using up my power bank energy to power just a light string. What else is there to talk about on this one? As far as the power banks go, you guys saw the one power bank I'm using my light with right now is a BioLite. Try to get that light so it's not quite so bright. I'm using the one BioLite one I have, and my only thing I don't like about those is the cover they have. They are more water resistant than the Goalzero ones are. They are not. That cover breaks though, so mine is no longer water resistant as it broke. I take that back. I do have 2 Goalzero lights. One of them is the original torch, and this was my go-to for ever until the batteries finally wore out in it, and it's, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but the plastic is cracked. It's actually, the rubber coating is degrading. It just sits in here because it just sits in here. I do want to fix it at some point, but I don't have all the stuff to fix it right now. The other one I have is the Torch 250, and I absolutely love that device. It has hand crank, so I can charge my phone. It has an integrated solar panel like the first one does, so I can charge that and my phone. It has multiple lighting options. Much like this one does, it has the torch, the light bar, and the flashlight part. Overall, the quality is a lot better, and it's much more multifunction. The handle is to charge it is a lot better. This one did have the handle too, but it broke a long time ago, and it was small. The newer one that they still sell on their website has a much bigger crank on it, and it's much, much easier to use. I think that's about it as far as BioLite stuff goes, but yes, I'm still here. We haven't been hit by what's going on, but it still affects us nonetheless. Real quick, I just hope everybody stays safe out there. You guys, anybody who's prepping or, into just being prepared just a little bit at least, I really recommend picking up one of these generators. They're so useful for all kinds of stuff. Anyways, guys, take it easy. I will catch you next time. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I see I got a lot of new subscribers since I was last on here. And I wish you guys the best. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.